All right, there we go. Today I'm going to show you some unusual climbers. Now typically this time of year is great for planting, and people, when they're thinking of a climber, you think of a climbing rose or a clematis, clematis, whatever you want to call them. But today I've selected some different plants to give you some alternative choices. My first one, it's a native plant, it's a native climber. It's what they call the bittersweet. Well, typically with bittersweet you need a male. This is a clever little chappie. It's both combined. It doesn't need the male to produce that gorgeous fruit. Brilliant yellow full color. And talking of yellow, have a look at this. For beer drinkers around, they probably recognize it. It's a hop plant. No hops on it yet. Hop plants grow from the ground up every single year. And this golden one is really nice at decorating around arches. If you've got a whiskey barrel out the front and want to have a little trellis in it, it doesn't get too big. Very, very nice plant. Now, talk about getting too big. Are you familiar with wisteria? Some people are, and some people regret the day they ever planted one because they can be 50, 60, 100 feet long. For example, down in Scranton on the University car park, there is a massive one. This little devil called Blue Moon is a native wisteria that only gets about 15 feet tall, so quite manageable in your house. So that's a goodie. Something completely different. This is a kiwi, a hardy kiwi. Produces a little kiwi fruit. This is red beauty. It's a female. This produces a fruit, but you do need a male. I haven't got one to show you. So that will give you an interesting selection of fruit later in the summer. Now here's a classic climber. This is the ivy from the Ivy League colleges. It's Boston ivy. It's got 3 leaves as opposed to the 5-leaf Virginia creeper. Beautiful vine, looks small, but it will cover anything. Anything. It'll just get massive, massive, massive. This is a start just appearing, climbing hydrangea with a difference. This has this beautiful ghosty leaf effect. It gets better and better. It's one of the Japanese climbing hydrangeas. And if you see our climbing hydrangea here at the garden centre, you'll just be amazed how much they can cover. All right, on a small scale as well, this is a trumpet vine. It's called Summer Jazz Fizz, and if any of you have grown trumpet vines, they're like the wisteria. They can rip things apart pretty quickly, but this is about half the size of a normal trumpet vine. It's excellent, of course, at attracting hummingbirds. They absolutely adore those red trumpets. Now, I'm going to put this on the ground down below. This is perhaps the most fragrant honeysuckle we sell. The flowers are just forming and the buds are there. I smelt it last year. It's absolutely amazing. They can be a bit of a nuisance as they spread all around your yard, but if you want fragrance, you can't do better. And now, an oldie but a goodie. It's seeing a revival, just shooting from a base here. This is Dutchman's Pipe. The Victorians used it on verandas, on porches to screen the sun out. It allows a little bit of light green chartreuse sunlight to come through, but grows very, very rapidly. So there you go. I think 8 choices, if I'm counting correct, 9 choices of different climbing vines. So give a bit of a thought and maybe try something different this year.